The world once believed that humanity had reached the peak of civilization. Kings ruled empires, technology was improving, cities were growing, and nations were connected like never before. And then, with one gunshot, everything shattered. In 1914, the world plunged into a darkness no one had ever seen before. A war so massive, so brutal, that it was called the War to End All Wars. This is the story of World War I, how it began, how it destroyed millions of lives, and how it changed the world forever. Before World War I, Europe was proud, powerful, and arrogant. Great empires ruled the world. Britain controlled the seas, France had colonies across Africa and Asia, Germany was rising fast, Russia, massive but unstable. Austria-Hungary, struggling to rule many cultures. The Ottoman Empire, old and dying. Each nation believed it was superior. Each nation was building armies, ships, and weapons. Each nation was waiting for a reason to fight. They got one. On June 28, 1914, in the city of Sarajevo, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, visited Bosnia. But a secret Serbian nationalist group wanted Austria out of the region. One of them, a young man named Gavrilo Princip, carried a pistol. A wrong turn by the Archduke's car, a crowded street, a nervous assassin, and 2 bullets changed history. Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife were shot dead. Europe held its breath. Austria-Hungary wanted revenge on Serbia. Russia promised to protect Serbia. Germany promised to support Austria. France stood with Russia. Britain watched carefully. And within weeks, the whole world was at war. Millions of men rushed to join the army. Boys lied about their age. Nations promised glory, adventure, honor. They believed the war would last a few weeks. They were wrong. Germany launched a Schlieffen Plan, a massive attack through Belgium, aimed at capturing France quickly. Britain declared war on Germany. France prepared for invasion. Russia mobilized millions of troops. The greatest war in history had begun. The German advance was stopped at the Battle of the Marne, but neither side could win. So they dug into the earth. From the North Sea to Switzerland, 800 kilometers of trenches scarred the land. Life inside was hell, mud up to the knees. Rats eating corpses, disease everywhere, shells exploding day and night. Soldiers lived, fought, and died for a few meters of land. Machine guns turned attacks into massacres. Artillery turned cities into dust. And then came something even worse. In 1915, Germany used poison gas for the first time. Men died screaming, lungs burning, desperate for air. The world had entered a new age of horror. On the other side of Europe, Russia was fighting Germany and Austria. Millions of soldiers clashed in snow and mud. Russia suffered huge losses. Their people starved. Their army broke apart. And in 1917, the Russian Empire collapsed. The Russian Revolution began. A new communist government rose, and Russia left the war. The German Empire felt victory was close. They were wrong. In the Atlantic Ocean, German submarines were sinking ships, killing civilians and Americans on board. And then, a secret message called the Zimmermann Telegram was discovered. Germany asked Mexico to attack the United States. America had enough. In 1917, the United States entered the war. Fresh American troops, weapons, and supplies changed everything. Germany launched one last massive attack in 1918. It failed. The Allies pushed forward. Germany collapsed. Austria collapsed. The Ottoman Empire collapsed. 4 empires vanished in a single year. On November 11th, 1918, at 11 o'clock in the morning, the guns finally fell silent. After 4 years of horror, the First World War was over. But no one celebrated. There was no joy, only silence. 17 million people were dead. Entire cities destroyed. Millions wounded, blinded, or broken forever. In 1919, the Treaty of Versailles punished Germany heavily. Huge war debts. Lost land, lost military power. Blamed entirely for the war, Germany felt humiliated. Their economy collapsed. And anger grew. That anger would give rise to a new leader. World War I did not end war. It planted the seeds for World War II. World War I changed everything. Empires fell. Borders changed. Millions died. New nations were born. The world learned how powerful and how destructive it had become. It was called the War to End All Wars, but history proved it was only the beginning. If you want more history documentaries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment which story we should cover next. Have a great day, fellas.